I'm going to hit record, and then we're going to just go. I'm going to ask a question, Drew's going to ask a question, we're going to go back and forth, and then when I feel like it, we're going to stop and play it back, see what happens. Ready, Drew?
Alright, this is my first time.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
We're popping his EVP cherry right now on camera just for you guys.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Beginning of EVP number 1. It is... What day? What's today's date?
Wednesday. That's not a date.
January 27th at 11:14 p.m.
So
it is January 27th at 11:14 p.m. We are in Drew's basement in New Jersey. We can stop there. We don't have to give city and state.
we did give state.
Well, yeah. But New Jersey is a pretty big place. Beginning of EVP number 1. If there are any spirits here, give us a sign on this recording.
If there is anyone present, what is your name?
Are you a human spirit? Have you ever lived?
What is your favorite color?
What year did you die? End of EVP.
That's one of my standard questions is, are you happy?
We're not just doing one EVP, so that's okay. We'll do that as well. So let's see what we got, if anything.
Beginning of EVP number 1. It is... What day? What's today's date? Wednesday. That's not a date.
January 27th at 11:14 p.m.
So it is January 27th at 11:14 p.m. We are in Drew's basement in New Jersey. We can stop there. We don't have to give city and state. Oh, we did give state. Well, yeah. New Jersey is a pretty big place.
It's not technically.
Beginning of
It's pretty
EVP
big.
number 1. If there are any spirits here, give us a sign on this recording. If there is anyone present, what is your name? Are you a human spirit? Have you ever lived? What is your favorite color? What year did you die? End of EVP.
Somebody else may hear something there. I don't.
Nothing. There is nothing. That is...
Not surprising, actually.
I think I may have heard something, but it sounded more like chiming than anything else.
Can I...
Did you hear anything like that?
No. The only thing that was heard was either breathing or the ticking.
Yeah, no, I heard like a low, almost like a music chiming.
I didn't hear it.
Nope.
I sincerely hope not. That's a terribly bad sign.
Can I ask a silly question now?
Yes, you can add when we started. Okay, as a point of clarification, so we didn't. The general consensus, except for Amisha possibly hearing chiming, is that there was nothing there. The lady's voice you heard was my fiancée Amisha. She's my editor and the one who makes us look as good as we do.
Not, in fact, a ghost.
Yeah. In fact, if she wants, she can feel free to chime in with a question or two.
I may do that. I was actually just thinking, next time we do this, maybe I should have a little whiteboard.
Not a bad idea. Some more tips from years of experience doing this. If the first recording doesn't turn up anything, don't give up. There again, assorted theory is usually about energy needing to build. But I'm not going to weigh in because I again really don't. In this case, I don't even have an opinion though on it. But sometimes it takes a couple of recordings before you get a response. Even in some of the more active places I've been, sometimes we got it on the third or fourth. So, and it also could depend on a lot of weird factors. Phases of the moon, the number of people. You could go out to the same house for 3 weeks with the same people. Nothing happens. 4th week, somebody's sick. All of a sudden, stuff starts happening. Somebody else comes, stuff starts happening. There's a lot of factors that it's almost impossible to predict. Keep in mind, you're dealing with thinking, intelligent beings. So they don't like you, they're not going to talk to you.
I can understand them not liking.
And all of which boils down to, we're going to give it another try. Hun, do you want to chime in this time with a question or two?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I don't know if I should move, though.
Yeah, head over here.
Come on, join us. Our first time actually on camera with us.
No, not actually on camera. The camera's only here.
More on camera, I suppose.
Closer to being on camera.
So, my fiancée Amisha has joined us. I'm going to just give you each cues when you want to ask a question, when it's time to ask a question. It'll be me, Drew, yourself, me, that kind of thing. Everybody ready? Beginning of EVP number 2, same location, approximately the same time. If there are any spirits here, give us a sign on this recording, and not only on this recording.
If anyone is here, can you please give us your name?
Are you happy?
If there are any spirits here, knock on the wall behind us.
If you can, please finish this quote. What is love?
How many spirits are here?
What is it like where you are?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Okay, Misa's indicated to pass. I'm going to stop the recording. I hit record again instead of play. I forgot.
Beginning of EVP number 2, same location, approximately the same time. There are any spirits here. Give us a sign on this recording, and not only on this recording. If anyone is here, can you please give us your name?
Are you happy?
if you can, please finish this quote. What is love?
How many spirits are here?
What is it like where you are? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? If the image is indicated to pass, I'm going to stop the recording.
I heard maybe a little bit in there, but nothing definitive.
Sound like breathing to me.
Yeah, hence why maybe. There's some things in there that are definitely breathing. Some of it might be something I don't, or it may be clothing rustling or something like that. I think there's enough there to give it one more go at least. How are we doing on recording? Have we stopped or anything?
No, we got nearly 12 minutes
1 second,
on here.
boss.
Drew,
What's up?
can someone move their car please so Neil can get out?
Yeah, I'll be up in a minute.
Alright, so I'm going to stop for now.
Yes. Think up more questions. Okay, so we're going to give so far we haven't really gotten anything. Which is the thing about doing it in your own house. If your house isn't haunted, you don't always pick up anything.
What a concept.
You know, from an investigative standpoint, like I said, it sounds like maybe there's something there in the second one, but there's enough other explanations for what's there to dismiss, not to call it a valid EVP.
The skeptic, that's me, was thinking, yeah? Things? Mm.
The believers say things, but the things could be breathing or fabric rustling. So we're gonna give it 2 more tries. If we start getting a response, and we might, we'll keep going. If not, we're not gonna just keep recording us talking on top of recording us talking. That's a little silly. But okay, let's EVP numero tres. Beginning of EVP number 3.
As soon as it's in position.
As soon as it's in position. Any sounds up to this point were me adjusting the recorder.
Do announce when you're screwing with the recorder, because you don't want to be like, oh, is that a ghost? That was your hand. That was your hand and the sound of the recorder sliding across the table.
Also record, if you sneeze, say, I just sneezed. Any noticeable sound, because if you're listening to this 2 months from now, and you hear this really weird noise,
It could just be a fart.
If you just sneezed and you don't record it, you're not going to remember it in 2 months. If you just farted, you're not going to remember it in 2 months.
I'm sorry.
It's a perfectly legitimate example.
I'm 25 and fart jokes are still funny.
Obviously, it's a good idea to stay relatively still, minimize background noise.
Which we're not doing right now.
Which is
I'm
why.
gonna fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe I should move that thing there.
In fact, I'm going to stop this recorder.
But why? You had such a pristine sound. I really hope that I wasn't staying directly in front of the camera, it's just my ass.
Okay, I just that sounds still pretty loud.
What do you want me to do? It's
Magically
the heating
stop.
for our house.
Excuses. Well, no, we'll still do it anyway. Oh, there it goes. So, beginning of EVP number 3.
Take 2.
Take 2. If there are any spirits with us tonight, do you have a specific message for one of us?
If you are able to speak, could you make a sound into the recorder? If you are unable to speak, can you make a sound in the room?
Have you seen Houdini lately?
If you hear sound right now, it's a flushing toilet upstairs, I believe.
Yeah, that is.
Which is a pity because I like that question.
Try it again.
Have you seen Houdini lately?
Have you seen Elvis, and is he really dead?
What city or town would you call home?
If this is someone I know, what was your nickname?
I'm assuming the thump was also probably the pipe.
Yeah, something up there.
No, it's good on the question. I was a bit... Are you a Christian?
Do you speak English, or is all of this entirely incomprehensible? No comprehende?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Were there guns when you lived?
In the U.S.
Native peoples were here before guns.
Valid.
Traveling spirits.
Who is the President of the United States?
Were you alive during any major world event?
Do you believe in ghosts? End of UVP. No, I've never actually asked that question before.
What?
Do you believe in ghosts? Seems like an interesting question to ask.
No. I don't believe me.
You have VVP number 3. Thank you. Thank you. There's any spirits with us tonight. Do you have a specific message for one of us? If you are able to speak, could you make a sound into the recorder? If you are unable to speak, can you make a sound in the room?
Have you seen Houdini lately?
If you hear sound right now, it's a flushing toilet upstairs, I believe. Yeah, that is.
It's kind of interesting hearing. I don't hear the toilet.
It's
The
just because
water.
I like that question.
Try it again.
Have you seen Houdini lately?
Have you seen Elvis, and is he really dead?
What city or town would you call home?
incomprehensible. No comprehende? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Were there guns when you lived?
In the U.S. Native peoples were here before guns. Valid.
Germans did.
Who is the President of the United States? Were you alive during any major world event? Do you believe in ghosts? End of UVP.
I heard nothing.
Nothing but the
Nothing that isn't explainable.
Same, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the same kind of like rustle sounds.
The damn
that
ticking clock.
I thought I heard it almost sounded like a no in there, but I think it was just static.
yeah, it sounded like a no to me at some point. Hopefully,
Right
I can get-
after one of your questions.
yeah.
But again, I think it was just a burst of static.
Hopefully I can get this to one of my friends, and hopefully he'll be interested in helping us see if it maybe needs fine-tuned or something.
Honestly, it wouldn't be worth it.
There isn't anything clear enough.
Nothing.
If we got a better example, maybe the fourth one will turn something up. Although, honestly, I expected if anything was going to come up, it would have been in the third. But we are going to do a fourth just for the sake of having a nice round number. Realistically, this house probably isn't haunted. Sorry, man.
Oh, darn.
I was just talking to him on whether or not one of the local colleges would let us do EVPs in their Performing Arts Center, which either as a running joke or is truly haunted.
There's a Revolutionary War cemetery that's in town in the middle of the woods.
Get permission to go out there.
It's parklands. Oh, it's allowed as long as you're not there a half hour after sunset.
I'd say try and talk to the cops and see if we can get permission to be there after sunset. It doesn't hurt to ask. They can say no.
Well, yeah. For lack of cursing on camera, I'll explain that one later.
Fair enough. But there are historical sites in the area we can look at. If we go into Pennsylvania, there are historical sites. Actually, for that matter, when we do the Houdini Museum interview, they've had activity in that building. We can do some EVPs with them. I'm sure they'd be interested. Coming up, we do have an interview with the great folks who run the Houdini Museum. I've referenced it once before on the show. Please check it out. I think we can get a link down below. They're a very great group of people. It's a very neat museum, and it's $20 a person, which includes the museum and a magic act. So that's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. They also have a great gift shop. Some magic stuff. Some good paranormal books, actually. I got a copy of one of Harry Price, who, as I've mentioned before, is one of the first ghost hunters. One of his books. There for $20, which is a nice little hardcover book. $20 is a pretty good deal.
What I'm curious about is if, by being recorded and then re-recorded, if there will be a electronic artifact created that'll make people think that they're hearing sounds. Because remember how we heard the recording and how crazy just voices sounded off of this thing.
It's possible.
I mean, I would not say that's ghosts, but...
Unless we got something distinct.
Because we're not hearing it, but, like, the viewers could easily be hearing things because of playing out of a recorder into a microphone.
For that matter, when you edit it, something might turn up.
As I said, I'm going to ask my friend and see if maybe tweaking the bass or something might yield results. You might do it just because, oh, cool, EVP.
If we got actual results, I would do that. I dislike... I will say this for the audience, too, and your opinion, you probably some of you will disagree with me on this. I dislike manipulating audio files when you're trying to get an EVP. because it kind of lowers the credibility, in my opinion.
You can create sounds. It's not hard to do.
And you can do it without meaning to. That's the thing to realize. A lot of people who come up with fake, and I'm putting this in quotes, EVPs aren't deliberately making fake EVPs. They're just not aware of what they're doing.
Yeah, if you say, let's drop the frequency, let's make it louder, let's...
Put it on slow play.
Yeah, let's slow it down a little bit. Every time you do one of those things, you create more opportunity to create new sounds that were never there. Because the way computers work, at least the programs on sounds, are that, or for sound software, is it will fill in blanks. If there's nothing there, it will assume what's there. Computers can either produce results some of the time and always be accurate, or they can produce results all of the time and sometimes be accurate. Sound editing software always goes with the latter. It will create results where it doesn't have information.
As will the human brain itself, for that matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't share it unless it was actually directly correlating with what we were asking.
Well, there's also a trick, and we'll do more EVPs in future shows, both in actual sites and here, because the more we do shows, would not shock me if weird stuff starts to happen here. I'm not saying it will, but it's a possibility. The thing is, if we actually get something, like say the fourth recording, we get something. If I think there's something there, I'm going to say I think there's something there. Then I'm going to ask the two of you what you think it said. Then I'm going to ask the people listening to put in the comments what they think it said. Then in the next episode we do, I'm going to tell you what I think it said.
Okay, so I should not answer you when you ask?
No, you should answer.
Oh, okay.
The point is, because if me, you, and three people from the internet all think it said the same thing, maybe we have something.
I think you should write down what you said so it adds a tiny bit of credibility.
Yes, absolutely.
With the new pens I bought.
I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper. And we will date the piece of... We'll fold it over, date it.
There's reasonably no way we can't fake this.
Yeah.
But, you know what? Just please take our word for it. We don't care enough to fake it. Well,
there's also the nature of human memory and the tendency to remember what you want to remember. It's not fake. A lot of times it isn't faking it, it's the way the human mind works and people's tendencies.
I just know for me, as a perpetual skeptic, whenever I see something that's like, ooh, look what we did!
Yeah.
Okay, someone could easily have faked it.
Yeah.
Which is always on my mind. Do you want blue, green, red, or black?
Red.
Of course you do.
Okay, so we're going to do our last EVP of the evening. Hopefully we'll get something. I'll point out, if I really wanted to fake something, it's not hard to make a fake EVP here.
Especially with editing equipment.
Don't even need editing equipment. They can't see me at the moment. I could disguise my voice and say something. I could be like, hey, I'm a ghost.
But if I do it like that, you actually will see me, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I appeared on camera on that one.
And the thing is, sometimes very, very occasionally, EVP is that clear. The Enfield's Voices recordings really are that clear. The first EVP I ever encountered on a case was that clear. Was, if anything, clearer because it wasn't whispering. And it was with the same, different case, but otherwise the exact same model of recorder. That was disturbing. But that was also in a house with a lot of demonic activity. Not a neutral site like this. So, final EVP, which is 4 or 5?
4.
4.
That's what I thought. Beginning of EVP number 4. If you're out there, you've done it for me before, do it again. I'll ask the question, give us the answer you always got and that you gave me once before. Are you a human spirit? Have you ever lived?
Have I talked to you before?
Did Lee Harvey Oswald actually assassinate Kennedy?
Are you here? Könnte Sie mir hören?
Did you have electricity when you lived?
Have you ever met the devil?
Do you protect humans?
Okay.
What are your intentions?
Why are you here? Do you worship any god?
Can you please make any sound into the recorder at all?
End of EVP. Let's see. Last EVP, maybe.
Begin with EVP number 4. If you're out there, you've done it for me before, do it again. I'll ask the question, give us the answer. You always got that you gave me once before. Are you a human spirit? Have you ever lived?
Have I talked to you before?
Did Lee Harvey Oswald actually assassinate Kennedy? Are you here? Könnt Sie mir hören?
Did you have electricity when you lived?
Have you ever met the devil? Do you protect humans? Okay, what are your intentions? Why are you here? Do you worship any god? Can you please make any sound into the recorder at all? End of GP.
No.
Nope.
I really wish I could say, wait, there it is, and have something for our viewing audience, but I don't hear anything.
Jack all.
I'm sorry your first EVP session wasn't all that exciting.
I wasn't expecting much.
Yeah. I was hoping for something just because that recorder tends to pick up responses. We will do this in a more active location in the future, and hopefully we'll have something for you, guys. Until then, I think we're good to wrap this up.